Hey guys, Kev here, and I want to do my full review on the Asher Knife Co. Titanium Framelock Spiro here. This is the version with the Contour G10 scale on one side, and then obviously the lock side is titanium. I am going to be getting soon the full titanium version, so this side will also have a slab of titanium on it. And otherwise, it'll be pretty much the same knife, but obviously that adds, some difference to it. I'll probably do a comparison. I don't know if I'll do a full review of that one, unless it feels completely different. Also, there's some exciting stuff coming from Asher soon, guys. We had Justin on the edge last night. Hopefully, you caught that live. If you didn't, it should be available to watch on Kyle's channel, DTOM Knives and Gear. We did kind of get a copyright issue because I played a scene from SNL on the live stream and they copyrighted it. He didn't get a strike, but they took the video down. So he's trying to, you can edit it to where you remove that section and then they'll let you post it again. Because we want people to be able to see our conversation with Justin. It was very relaxed. We were all having drinks and just bullshitting, but he gave some really good insight into Asher, some of the issues he's come across, his resolution of those issues, and then the future of Asher, which the big bomb is there's a Framelock Nomad coming out in M390. It's going to be a titanium Framelock Nomad in M390 steel for less than $100. I mean, it's basically going to be $99.95, right? But for that price, what you get, it's going to be fantastic, guys. Basically, I don't have the Framelock here because I loaned it out, but this is the Nomad here. It's the original with the Axis style lock. So imagine having, here, let's try this. Imagine having a titanium Framelock with this blade, nice drop point blade, and then it's going to be titanium on both sides, I believe. There might be JG10 versions, and then it's going to be M390. It's going to be $100, under $100. And then he also has a flipper variant of this coming out. So the Spiro Flipper, or is it Nomad Flipper? I don't know. It looks cool. And then he also has a Axis style lock version of this knife coming out as well. So just a lot of cool stuff coming from him. You're never going to see a knife for more than $100. And usually they're like $85, 75 to 85 with S35VN, G10, titanium now. You get a lot, deep carry clip, and fantastic customer service. You get a lot for your money with Asher. So I just wanted to kind of put that stuff out there. It's kind of like new news. He announced it yesterday on the live stream. So real quick, just to show you the Spiro and the evolution of it, which is continuing now. It started for me as this prototype right here. This is the original Spiro prototype with this yellow backspacer, gray handles, little bit different in terms of the cutouts here. And then the full Contour G10 version was what was released. So prototype production, liner lock, still S35VN, same design, but you can see some improvements. Like right here, this is flat, this isn't. And then there's some other changes, but minor stuff. But anyway, I think this Spiro was a fantastic offering. Just a really good, solid EDC knife for like $75, right? Then he now came out with the titanium Framelock version. I'm not sure if these are available yet. I think he's waiting to have the full tie versions as well, and then there's going to be different scales available and that kind of stuff, like scale versions. But basically, it's the same knife, but it's going to be a little thinner because it has a Framelock instead. You don't have that extra Contour G10 layer on top. And then, obviously, the full tie one will be even thinner, I would guess. and it's a frame lock instead of a liner lock, which normally for me would mean I'd like it less because I'm left-handed. I want to be able to fidget with my knife, but this is one of those knives where the lock bar just does not seem to be an issue for me to operate it. Ergonomically, it fits really good in my hand. With the clip here on the left side, it feels fantastic. No hot spot or anything. It's a well-done clip. Plateaus at the end there. All of the Asher knives go in and out of pocket fantastically. He's really done a great job evolving the clip. And then I love the coloring on this one, specifically with the black hardware. The black filler tab that looks cool when you flip it to the left side, because now you got black here and black here instead of having, you know, all black. I don't know. I think it looks cooler left-handed, actually. Another thing about Asher knives I always rave about, they're usually always reversible, because Justin actually is left-handed, so he knows our plight, and I obviously appreciate that. The action on this is phenomenal. These will all be coming with these big thumb studs, which I think are a huge improvement over the smaller ones, just because I tend to have, and sometimes it hurts a little bit, flicking these out because of the size. That's going to be different for everybody. It's more the reverse flick, you know, that sometimes it just kind of bites my middle finger a little bit. But these are absolutely fantastic. I just get good pressure behind them, and they're fun to flick out, you know. So yeah, aesthetically, I think it's a good-looking knife. I like the extra touches. The original Spiro is a cool knife, but this, I think, just has a new kind of element to it, being titanium, having that extra black hardware in there, and those thumb studs. I just think it looks a little bit cleaner, a little bit nicer to me. It does have a black G10 backspacer as well. Yeah, so aesthetics are good. Ergos, really good. Just fits in the hand. You only have the one grip. You're not going to have like a choke up point. I mean, you can choke up to here, but you're good right here. Feels good. S35BN. So on cutting, we can take a look. Very good edge on that. That's straight from the factory. I have not touched it. It's sticky sharp. So they do a great job with that. I told you carry is fantastic. Deep carry clip. Pretty much hides the whole knife. Always in and out of pocket. Fantastic. It's not a hot spot in any way, the clip. So really good there. I'm just trying to run through this because I've reviewed this knife pretty much before. That's aesthetics, ergos, that's cutting, carry, sounds. I actually really like the sounds. I'd give it a 6 out of 10. A little bit better than just like, you know, it's okay, but it's not bad, right? This is actually pretty nice. I just like, it's got a good click-clack to it. I'm guessing the full tie version is going to be even better. I can't wait for that. Yeah, it's just a solid knife, guys. So action. You know, it's got these thumb studs that are really nice. You can reverse flick it fantastically. Left-handed. You can reverse flick it right-handed. You can thumb flick it right-handed. You can basically do whatever you would do with thumb studs, right? Detent is solid on this guy. You know, I might prefer it to be a little stronger. I can fail it, you know. But normally with a thumb stud, you're just going to push and it's going to shoot out. So yeah, it could be a little stronger, but I don't think that's going to bother anybody. It actually doesn't bother me, but it's something I notice, and I'm the detent guy, so I got to point it out. But it's really good. Again, lock bar, not an issue as a lefty. Take note of that, because that's something lefties are going to think about when they see this knife. Should I get it? Because, you know, the lock bar could be an issue. It's not. It's fantastic. At least on this one I have, so I assume it'd be fine all around. The closing action, it drops, little shake. I mean, yeah, it's not like guillotining close, but this is an $85 knife, and it feels very smooth. It closes very nicely, and that is with absolutely lock solid lockup. No blade play, no lock rock, no side to side. You have about 50%, it looks like, on the lockup there. I don't know how well you can see that. But it's absolutely solid. Feels good. It cuts well. I mean, guys, so this type of knife, right? If you watch my channel, you know this is not normally something I am like really positive about and talk about, these kind of budget style knives. And there's a reason for that. I don't like them that much. I'm kind of past that in my hobby days. But I do like hobby days in my collecting, idiot. But I do like some. When they come across my table, it depends, right? So like I'm carrying today the Kaiser October. This is actually 20 CB and my Carta from Kaiser for 130 bucks. So to me, that's budgety, right? At least for those materials and whatever. And they feel similar. Like they have a similar build quality, a similar kind of overall feel. They don't feel like a $400 knife. They feel like a budget knife. But you get good materials and you get good action. And you get fantastic customer service with Asher. So I just can't recommend them enough to people, especially, most people don't want to spend $400, $500, $600 on knives like I do sometimes. So I love to be able to talk about Asher knives when I get the chance. And another reason I like them, and I choose to like them over other budget brands, not only is it just the quality and material you get for your price, it's the man behind the company. Justin is just such a cool dude. If you watch the live stream, you'll see he's just a dude. He's into the hobby, and he basically makes these knives for himself. These are knives he wants. Like, what would I want in a knife? I don't want to spend $100, but I want good materials, etc., etc. And he makes that happen. It's just cool to me. He's not trying to make a fortune off of them. He can't be for what he's selling these for. He can't be making that much money. He's basically making enough money to do more. That's what he wants to do. And I just really appreciate that. And right from the beginning, before I ever was like buddies with Justin, I had an experience where I needed customer service, and he just delivered. And he went above and beyond that. And since then, I've always been a huge proponent of Asher knives. So yeah, I'm biased because I love the guy and I love the company. But I also honestly do think these are good knives, and especially for the money. They are a value pickup. So anyway, that's my rant there. This has been the Asher Knives Titanium Framelock Spiro. Keep an eye out for many more models coming out. I am so excited for the M390 Nomad Framelock, guys. We had so many people in the live stream excited about that. They're going to sell quick, but it's going to be a cool knife because it's going to be one of the thinnest EDC knives you can get, and it's going to have M390. It's just going to be fantastic. So anyway, I love you guys so much. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will catch you later.